Today, we take you into the wonderful world of Kelvin and teach you how to heal like a pro. All right, Twitchies, we are here with your Kelvin guide action. For those that don't know how we kind of did these back in the Smite days, we are going to be doing these one-shot versions live, so win or lose, snowball or get snowballed on. The only real exception is going to be if it's like a 10-minute, rage quit disconnect or something. Obviously, we won't use that for the guide, but that way you basically get all sorts of different vantage points of how games can go and how to play for various characters, instead of just like waiting for a great game and going over a VOD review of a game where everything went perfect. I do these absolutely live. I'm playing while I'm talking. There might be a pause for us to go over stuff, all sorts of things. So these are going to be kind of raw, natural guides. It's the way that I prefer to do them because I do actually think it gives you the better experience of what you're going to find in your games and not just waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect clips and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? We might feed our brains out this game. We might wreck, but you're going to get to see through a variety of guides. Right now our plan is to do them once per week. It's going to be Thursday kind of guide day over on stream, and then that'll probably be uploaded the following Monday. So Monday is probably going to be the day that we upload guides to the YouTube channel. So we're starting off here with Kelvin. We are going to be using the Incon heals build. I'm not going to talk a ton right off the bat about the actual build and the build order because you're going to be able to go get that yourself, guys. So go to use the Incon heals build. This is going to be a support-focused Kelvin build where we're going to work on our grenade as our primary form of damage. One thing right off the bat with Kelvin, you do have the option on Kelvin of kind of either leveling up your beam with 2 points, or even starting with your beam, or doing your grenade. Either way is good. You just need to know whether you're going to be playing more aggressive or more defensive in the laning phase. And that's going to come down to knowledge of your partner, how good they are, the matchup that you're in, how good your enemies are, that kind of stuff. If you're losing the lane and need to go more defensive, get those 2 points in your one, and that will let you heal up, and that'll be a lot easier for you to maintain in the lane, but it'll be harder to pressure. If you think you're going to win the lane, then go ahead and level up your 3 first, and you will be able to get extra damage out by getting 2 points into your Arctic Beam. You get the extra 37 damage per second. In this lane, Mo Viper, it's a bit of a 50-50 toss-up. It's going to come down to how good our Vindicta is doing. I'm feeling good about her right now, so I'm going to go ahead and try to level up my Arctic Beam here for the 2 points. Now that we got that kill on Viper, that is basically confirmed. I'm going to kind of slide in here and go for the parry. Nothing right there. So now I'm going to go for the 2 points in the Arctic Beam for the extra damage instead of the 2 points in the one for the early healing. Now, we're going to get real basic here for a second for maybe those people that don't necessarily play a lot of Deadlock. They don't know exactly what's happening. Kelvin would kind of fall more into the traditional support role in Deadlock. Everybody in Deadlock can basically build everything, which means you could theoretically run like a full gun build with Kelvin, and people have done that before. This is going to be a more traditional spirit damage focused in supporting build, so a lot of capabilities of increasing your healing, keeping your team alive, and supporting in that manner, and then mostly trying to abuse base damage here of Kelvin in order to get off our damage that way. So just being able to use something like our Arctic Beam is actually going to do a ton of damage. Early on, we're grabbing that Mystic Burst and the extra recharge, which is going to let us throw out more ones, which is a really, really easy poke. And as you can see, we're aggressing in this lane. I'm going to be able to go right here on this Mo, ulting for the Mo. Just let my partner know that I'm ulting for Mo. I'm going to trap him in here, and that should be a quick free kill for us. Plus, we're going to get all back to full HP with the Kelvin Dome. Now, the Kelvin Dome is a much longer cooldown than it used to be. So do be aware of that. They have increased the cooldown. You're going to be building a lot of CDR anyway, so it won't be that bad. But throughout the initial stages of the game, I'm going to go toward that left side buff. You got that, Warden?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Back in mid, get it.
All you.
Thanks, man.
All you. Vindicta went to right side buff, so I went to left side, but we already had our Warden over there going for it because it looks like we are winning that left lane. Big thing about farm in Deadlock, you're going to notice that there's never any downtime. If you're not farming the wave in Deadlock, you should be farming something. Whether that's a jungle camp or boxes. Some characters are better at jungle. Some characters are better at getting boxes. Kelvin, okay at jungling once he gets his 1 all the way leveled up, actually. You get that extra damage on it, and the jungling isn't too bad. Up until that point, though, not the best jungler in the world. So I'm not going to be running around and doing a ton of jungle camps. Going to leave that for some of our hyper carries who can go do that a lot more efficiently. The most important farm in Deadlock is always, always, always the waves. If you're going to miss a wave in Deadlock and you're like, oh, should I go do this jungle camp, right? This jungle camp is up. Should I go to Healing Refuge Brown? Should I go do this jungle camp? The answer is only if you're going to get back for the wave. If you check your souls at the end of the game, almost always your very top souls is going to be the waves. The one exception would be probably Vindicta, who can actually get a lot of souls from her snipe if she has an absolute pop-off game. But that's pretty much an exception to the rule. But also, on Vindicta, you're going to be basically AFK farming waves because her jungle clear is absolutely abysmal. And most of her souls are going to be coming from that wave plus snipe combo. Putting some pressure on blue here, looking for Mo. Mo half. Viper is snipeable. Over on that side. Just letting my Vindicta know what is up. Because we cleared the wave really fast, I'm just going to go throw a snowball on this. Won't be able to clear it right now, but that's fine. Because we're getting so aggressive this game, I'm going to go ahead and wait on my rapid recharge for my next item. This is a little bit earlier than I would normally get rapid recharge. But because we're winning, you want to make sure that you're playing to your advantage. And in this case, that means I'm going to be able to get a little bit of an earlier one than normally I would. I'm going in on this Krill. I'm going to ulti to keep my Vindicta alive here. Pop myself a little healing right here. And we should be able now to take this Guardian. So Vindicta got caught out a little bit right there. Got a little bit aggressive going into that Mo. But our ulti came back up just in time, so we were able to go save him. Grab the rapid recharge. I'm going to get the Mystic Expansion. I throw the Mystic Expansion on the 1. If you want to throw it on the 3, you can for the beam to go Gadget Extendo Beam.
Just let the thing die,
For those of you that are compensating for something. But in general, I actually find that the consistency of hitting the Frost Grenade by making that bigger is just so much more important. In general, I like it a lot, actually. And because you've got the 2 to hunt people down with the beam,
Mini freeze.
I actually think that it's just not that important. Just not that important. Grab a little jungle camp, and then believe it or not, I'm heading right back to the wave to make sure that I don't miss anything. If you wanted to get a trophy collector on your support, now would basically be the time to do so. You could even get it a bit earlier, as long as you have the trophy collector before you start rotating. That's really all that matters. I am actually leaning away from trophy collector right now. I played with it for a couple of games in a row on various different supports. I probably like it on Mo the best right now for that additional movement speed, but honestly, I don't think it is necessary. I think that with the way that Deadlock games play out right now, at least in my Eternus lobbies, I find that most of my games are either snowball or get snowballed on, in which case investing an extra 3K into an item that if you fall behind is never ever going to turn online isn't that valuable, because if you're snowballing and you're winning, then you're already snowballing and winning, and it barely helps you win more. So I would rather prepare against the worst case scenario than necessarily just speccing for the pure snowball getting ahead if I was, right? Like this game, we've already got 5 kills. Wouldn't have been nice? Sure, right? Hindsight 2020. But if we were on the opposite end right now of the spectrum, this build would still be totally fine, and having a trophy collector would not be.
This city is my playground.
Your goal on Kelvin is to actually get off quite a bit of damage for your team
Holiday here.
throughout the early stages of the game. Later in the game, your main priority is going to be trying to land your 1 in the middle of the team fight, especially with the extended reach on it. Because it's a heal and a damage ability, you want to try to hit the enemy and your teammate at the same time for maximum effectiveness.
I can go yellow on spawn.
Calico coming up the rope, 1 HP. Nice. Best case scenario, my Vindicta gets these last hits, so he gets all those sweet, sweet bonus souls. We can maybe shove Green Vin. So I'm going to try to let him get those last hits. But I do want, as best as I can, to be going ahead and throwing down those frost grenades right in the middle of a team fight. Because of that, I find that Kelvin pairs best with a character that wants to play very frontliney. This is obviously not an exclusive requirement. But as far as lane matchups go, Vindicta would not be my natural pairing with a Kelvin. Something like a Billy or an Abrams, right? Somebody that wants to play really far forward. I like with Kelvin. Kelvin is very, very aggressive early. The one thing that's nice about Vindicta is that she has a very high kill potential in the laning phase, so that does pair well with Kelvin. You don't want to put him with somebody that's passive in the laning phase, because I do think you lose a lot of the early game value of Kelvin, which is that he has so much base damage. Gonna go over here, grab myself a little enduring speed, and then we're gonna get right into our healing items. As far as the healing items are concerned, Healing Nova and Rescue Beam, I oftentimes get both on Kelvin. I like to really embrace the healing, and makes the team fights incredibly hard for the enemy team. But when choosing between them and which one to get first, if you have one single person on your team that is absolutely out of their minds jacked and they're winning the game for you, Rescue Beam to make sure that they are not going to die if they miss position or something. If in general your whole team is doing well, or you find that your team is team fighting more than anything else, go for that Healing Nova for the bigger, fatter heals. If I get Rescue Beam first, I always get Healing Nova. If I get Healing Nova first, I don't 100% of the time get Rescue Beam. I think that Healing Nova is more of a mandatory on Kelvin because of the natural interaction that it has with your ultimate. You ulti, you dome, everybody's in your dome fighting, you pop the heal, everybody was around you to get the heal. Really easy, natural synergy. So right now, I'm going to go try to help this Infernus on this Viper. I'm chasing with you, Infernus. He's presumably going to use these stairs to go back up. He did. Throw down that grenade to hit him. He's going to be at 1 HP. Maybe try to hit him with a little Kobe around the wall, and that will be able to go ahead and put him down. Now, I've got 1,000 unsecured souls right now, so I got to be a little careful with that. Just going to throw the healing right on Infernus so he can go ahead and top up. While I head over to help him steal some of the jungle. There's a Holiday over here. At this point, I'm pretty big, so I can just kind of run at the enemy team. I can be very annoying for them. Kelvin actually quite hard to kill. Once you get that enduring speed up, I'm just going to go ahead and take this away from them. Not even going to worry about getting the stacks on it because it was their center. Just making sure that they do not get it at all. Still providing a total XP value to my team, even though I didn't actually get it. I didn't want the Holiday to be able to walk up and get those bonuses, you know? All right. Looking at their team comp, a lot of spirit damage from that team. That's good for us because we're going to have a lot of natural spirit resistance in this build. Going to have to keep an eye on Mirage. If he gets too big, I'm going to need to start building into bullet resist. Always keep an eye on what the enemy is building. So that way you can adjust your build accordingly, particularly when it comes to things like buying your defenses, buying those resistances. Trying to get over to you guys. I'm over here, Abrams. Dropping a heal on Abrams. Viper 1. Live. I got you. You healed. In the dome. No. Damn. My Abrams got parried. I just got to try to ice path my way out of here. Oh, this is going to be a close one. But hopefully we can just kind of skidoo our way out of this one. Vin's going to kind of be on her own. Did everything that I could to keep that Abrams alive. But he has died 5 times right now, so he's probably a little under farmed in general. Yeah, he got 13K. Once you get this ice path leveled up on Kelvin, he becomes one of the best, if not the best, box farmer in the game. Probably even better than Mo, because he can go and use the verticality on the ability as well. So don't be afraid to go for straight box runs on Kelvin. Don't be afraid to go check the middle area, see if all these boxes are up, because your ability just to kind of run around and go like this, super duper easy way to just grab a bunch of farm and a bunch of stats and stuff.
Ready to use stake.
So absolutely a great way to utilize some bonus farm on Kelvin. Of course, making sure that you get those waves in between. Now, I'm going to hit you with something controversial, and don't let the carry players out there know this. Deadlock does not work like Dota, a.k.a. supports in this game are not meant to walk around and starve. There is so much to do on the map at any given time in Deadlock that every player needs to be doing their best to get as much farm as humanly possible. That doesn't mean if it's you and the carry someplace that you don't give them a little extra good. But the idea, you'll see people will be like, support should never, ever be farming, ever. That is absolutely not true. Your items are extraordinarily valuable in Deadlock on support. So making sure that you actually have enough money to utilize those items is really, really important. Now, as far as backing to base, I don't know how many times I've backed to base this game, but that might literally be the only one. You want to back to base as little as humanly possible in Deadlock because it's just time that you're not out there in the world farming in general. If you're going to die if you don't back, it's probably a better idea to back than die on the whole. But when you need to buy, you almost always want to go to a side shop. It's just a more efficient way of sticking around and getting farm. Backing the base if you have a hyper zip up is actually totally fine though. So if you're going to back to base, try to make sure that you have that up. Now I'm trying to get over to my team. There's a wave crashing in on blue. But I'm going to try to get over my team and keep them alive. Was not able to keep the Abrams alive. Dropping on my Infernus and trying to heal him up. Unfortunately, their whole team is here. I probably die for this as well. They basically got the whole team here. But maybe not. I might be able to sneak through a window here. They use a lot on me. But they are very, very spirit heavy, as we mentioned before. And with this build, we already have 26% spirit resist, even though we haven't really gone directly into it with like a spirit resilience or anything. So we actually are able to make it through there. Their damage is very spirit heavy, by the way.
You sure?
Our green walker has been destroyed.
Run around and just go try to steal some boxes, see if there's anything up from them. Throw a little heal on myself. I use self-cast holding the button. I find that that's the most efficient for me. I think you can basically use any casting system in Deadlock. It's going to be fine. But for me, I use instant cast with all my abilities inactive and everything because, well, it is instant. It is the fastest one. And then for self-cast, I just do press and hold. So if I want to use it on somebody else, I click it. If I want to use it on myself, I press and hold. I find that that's very, very easy for me to utilize.
Come push me, yell, maybe Kelvin.
Heading over to blue, trying to get to you guys.
They will curse your name.
I got heals if anyone needs them. I do not have my heal beam up. Coming in, looking for the ult. Ulting. Left. Is that 1 HP? Nice. So I didn't have my heal beam up, but I did. Come on, Callie, for a second. He's rooted. Nah, we're probably getting greedy. But I was able to get in for the ulti, pop that Nova, and he lives. Trying to get over to yellow.
They're boosting yellow. At
Nice.
least one, probably two.
I got heals for yellow.
Let's push yellow.
Healing again. Gonna go ahead and use my 2 to start getting in the air, getting ready to chase after this if I need to. Get high up into the air. Looks like my Wraith is probably dead. Yep, gonna throw a heal towards his direction, but it's not gonna hit. He's just too far away. See if I can't steal a little bit of farm here on the way out. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. There is a massive wave over in mid that I want to make sure that I go catch.
See the enemy.
My playground.
I could have maybe saved that one there, but not 100% sure. Everybody stayed too long, and they're going to get mid now. So that's a classic overstay.
If we reset and go, we might be able to defend, but we gotta hurry. Or we can trade the urn and the walker for it.
The strength of the suckers.
Yeah, I'm heading over to green right now. I'm going to try to split push over in green. See if I can't grab this walker while they're doing mid so we get something. We're also running the urn. They're going to try to get over here ASAP. I might die for this, but it would probably be worth anyway. Going to go ahead and pop my 2. See if I can't run myself out of this one.
The urn is being delivered.
Probably not going to be able to. That's fine. We still got the walker and the urn, so we're just making sure that we trade something instead of nothing. Mirage is the best character to go against me right now because I don't have any bullet resistance. Now, as far as my team is concerned, we've got some pretty good gun damage. Healing tempo goes pretty hard here. Divine Barrier is always good for the team. Getting myself some selfish resistances here with like a bullet, just a straight up bullet resilience would be good. Suppressor would be okay into their team, but not amazing. I'm going to get myself a healing tempo for the team. I'm going to get myself a bullet resilience for myself. And then we're going to sell the Mystic Burst here to get enough money for a heal bane, just to have the ability to be widely applying that anti-heal on people. On my way back to blue.
They took out Warden. Stay away.
I see the enemy.
Trying to get over to my team for the heals. Got the heal on everybody right there. That's good for us. Mirage is half underneath. I'm going to go for the... I'm chasing Mirage underneath. He's half. I've got to ulti on top myself. Otherwise, I'm going to die there.
See Victor.
Mirage chasing in the way back by himself. He has no tornado. Viper in the back as well. This is insane. I'm trying to heal on myself to stay alive. Going down another heal on myself, just trying to get away. Unfortunately, they are diving the base absolutely for free right now. This is crazy. They're all so low. This should hopefully be a bad trade for them. They're getting very greedy chasing the tanky support all the way into base when they haven't even taken the walker yet. So it looks like this is, in fact, going to be a bad trade for them. They're not going to get any of our base off of that mid boss. They got very, very greedy off of that for no reason. So, I mean, we're very tanky right now, 30 and 35%, not to mention all of our heals. So they made quite a bit of a mistake on that one.
Our blue walker is under attack.
So now we're getting to the point where I got to start looking at which people are the most important to keep alive. Right now, probably my Wraith. He's got a good farm. My Infernus is a little bit behind. Vindicta's a little bit on her own because she's going to be floating in the air, so we're playing a little bit separate. We don't have a ton of synergy on that front. But a character like Wraith and Infernus I can help keep alive. My Warden is doing okay. So priority target is definitely going to be that Wraith, if at all possible. If I've got to choose between keeping somebody alive right now, that's who it is going to be. And so I'm going to try to hyper-focus in these team fights, keeping that Wraith alive. They are still very, very spirit-heavy. So a selfish item like a Spellbreaker could be good here. Careful with that urn. There's really no reason for us to be running that urn anywhere near there. We don't have the team yet. Snag all these boxes on the way over to that farm. Okay.
I see the enemy.
Everything that I could just to keep the Wraith alive right there. Viper diving in the back, half HP.
They killed Abrams.
I won't stop until I
Getting my Warden out of this as best I can.
Engage it.
Unfortunately, we're just getting absolutely slogged right now. I'm doing my best to keep everybody alive, but you can only do so much. Gonna grab the greater expansion. Just gotta make it easier to hit my ulti, hit my one, everything everywhere all at once. Having a bigger dome is actually pretty sick on Kelvin, because the more people you can get in your dome, really, the better. It just means you're fighting under an area that your team has a massive advantage. Even if hypothetically their whole team was in it and your whole team was in it, that's a massive win for your team. I'm running around with Wraith at this point, looking at Viper. I'm with you.
Disagree.
Sapphire flame could count.
And where the hell do you think you're going?
You good?
I ran. I'm just going.
No, that's
I have
guy.
four, too.
Yep.
Just keep fighting with them. We'll be back. Oh, fuck. I found Cran.
Okay.
I'm
Getting
quarantining,
back in
so
toward
fun.
the team. Caligo, slowed. He has no ult, no ult. My ult beat me in the back. Probably dead here, but
Have courage.
I'm also pretty freaking fast. No, I'm gonna live there actually. So I'm gonna speed zip it back, then go clear out these waves right now.
Victor. I was almost dead.
Doing everything that I can to keep Wraith alive in these fights, you know, and so far it's working. I'm actually gonna immediately leave without even healing, because I gotta go do this before they just all of these minions start taking the base. Then we're gonna head over to blue and kind of do the same
Reset and
thing.
go mid.
Yeah, let's go.
Even though I haven't really healed up, just too many creeps. I've got heals for us. If you want to just go straight there, I can heal us. I can heal
I
us.
can just do it. Yeah. You have dome up too by the time they finish.
Yep. Heals are on the way. Here we go. This is the value of Kelvin. I prefer not to dome, but
He's gonna
surely.
pull up.
Okay. We're good. Kill. Nope. Kill him too. Good Bola call. You were correct.
Who among you will stand and face me?
I didn't know if the Viper was going to make it there in time because I wasn't there during that team fight. It was a good call from the team. I trusted the call from the team right there that he was going to make it, and so I just went ahead and popped the dome just to make sure that we got everything. Now we got a nice 6v4, and we have got the mid-boss. Haha!
We can do buff iron.
Looking at the team, it's probably a little bit transferred from keep Wraith alive to keep Warden alive right now.
I got movement all good.
It's probably the more important thing. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to get a Divine Barrier here in the later stages of the game. Next up, I need to get Transcendent Cooldown. I've got a bunch of amazing active items, so I want to make sure that those are on the lowest CDR possible at this point.
Let's see what this book can do.
So hopefully another shield on top of Warden's own shield will be enough to kind of keep him alive. At this point, I'm just looking around the map to make sure nobody's getting picked. Grabbing boxes in the intermediary. Field-wise, you got to see no gun items in Deadlock in general. You want to do either gun plus green or spirit plus green. Either way, green items in Deadlock are incredibly strong. It's one of the things I see new players not do correctly is they just buy straight. Oh, I got to get over to yellow. We are very split. I'm trying to get over to yellow.
That TP's him through.
Live. Nice.
Oh, shit,
Keeping Warden alive.
Give me a lot, buddy. I need you.
Trying to get to Abrams. Live. Okay.
I will lead by example.
I see them.
Just keeping Warden alive. He's got 12 million HP. You got a shield on you? This is working. Operation Live. Okay. Trapping. Okay. Sucks we couldn't kill the Victor within that, but it is what it is. Got a shield of my Infernus in the background. Mirage 1 HP. Got him. A little bit of damage right there to get the pick on Mirage. Just gonna pop a fat heal for everybody, make sure they're at full HP as we go into this mid-fight. And that should be a G to the G's right there, guys. So main takeaways here on Kelvin.
Good game.
You can be a very aggressive laning phaser, so try to pair him with somebody that's aggressive in the laning phase, preferably somebody that's kind of melee oriented. That way you can all get up in there together. For your build, make sure you're getting very tanky, paying attention to what the enemy team is building. That game I got to focus more into those early spirit items in order to get that defense going. Then, of course, you can actually do a good bit of damage. 17k damage is nothing to scoff at, considering that we did 55,000 healing. Obviously, this build primarily focused on keeping people alive, but when you compare it to another support kind of like Mo, we actually did more damage than Mo while also doing an additional 40,000 healing, and I would argue that Kelvin also doing more setup as well. So you're going to get a lot of value out of that build with Kelvin. You've got a couple of options as well within the build to get a little bit more damage if you feel like the game is transitioned in a way that you need to get a little bit more. Things like Search of Power can also give you some help on that, guys. But if you found this guide helpful and if you'd like to support the Twitchiest community, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and comment. It is very, very helpful for us to get that algorithmic love over on YouTube. Maybe share the video with your friend who plays a lot of Kelvin who isn't very good. We're going to be making a guide per week for heroes in Deadlock. So come back here every Monday for another new hero guide, guys. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, down below in the description, we've got a partnership with Cook Unity right now, as well as Dark Epoch, which is just a free RPG that you can play on your PC. And as always, folks, have a Twitchin' day, y'all.